welcome to today's CoreVantage webinar, Diabetes and Aging, Care for Seniors with Diabetes. My name is Samantha Jaworski. I'm one of the registered dietitians, and I'm also a certified diabetes care and education specialist on the GEM Care Wellness team. Diabetes is one of the most common chronic conditions among older adults. In fact, nearly 1 in 4 people over the age of 65 is living with diabetes. And while living longer is a gift, it often means balancing diabetes with other health concerns like heart disease, mobility issues, or memory changes. But here's the good news. With the right care strategies, seniors can live full, active lives while managing diabetes safely. Today, we'll talk about how aging affects diabetes, what challenges seniors may face, and how caregivers and families can provide the right kind of support. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll begin with how aging changes the way diabetes impacts the body and what that means for care. Then we'll highlight some of the most common challenges, things like medication management, increased risk of low blood sugar, and emotional health. From there, we'll talk about practical strategies, safe medication routines, meal planning, and physical activity options tailored for seniors. And we'll also cover ways to maintain independence because quality of life is just as important as blood sugar numbers. And finally, I'll share some helpful resources for both seniors and caregivers. As we age, our bodies change, and so does the way diabetes affects us. A slower metabolism and reduced muscle mass can lead to changes in blood sugar levels and insulin sensitivity. Some seniors may need less insulin, while others may require more. Complications like heart disease, kidney disease, and neuropathy become more likely with age, and conditions like arthritis and vision changes can make daily self-care harder. Add in multiple medications for different health concerns, and management can feel overwhelming. This is why diabetes care for seniors often requires a more individualized approach, focusing not just on blood sugar numbers, but on overall safety and quality of life. Older adults often face unique challenges with diabetes. Many take multiple medications, not just for diabetes, but for blood pressure, cholesterol, or other health conditions. Keeping track of doses can get confusing. The risk of low blood sugar is especially concerning in seniors because it can lead to falls, confusion, and even hospitalization. Nutrition is another challenge. Some seniors may lose their appetite, struggle to prepare meals, or live on a fixed income, and that makes healthy food harder to access. Add in mobility limitations or social isolation, and the picture becomes even more complex. Recognizing these challenges helps families and caregivers put the right support systems in place. When supporting seniors with diabetes, safety comes first. Simplifying routines like using a pill organizer or setting reminders can help to reduce medication errors. And strict blood sugar control may not always be best. In fact, many doctors relax targets slightly in older adults to reduce the risk of dangerous low blood sugars. Your doctor would likely take into account things like comorbidities, life expectancy, and cognitive and functional limitations. Typically, the recommendation is for the A1C to be under 7%, but this is often increased to 7.5% or higher in the older adult population. And that A1C is a common diabetes lab that your doctor likely covers with you at your visits. So it is good to ask your doctor what your A1 goal should be, and they will assess your specific health factors to determine what is appropriate for you. Not only may A1C be changed, typical blood sugar goals can also shift. Typical fasting goals can range anywhere between 80 to 130 or higher, and bedtime blood sugar goals can range from 80 to 180 or higher, just depending on those factors I mentioned. So that's why it's always good to have that conversation with your doctor to see what your specific goals should be. And oftentimes, having those less stringent targets can alleviate a lot of the stress with blood sugar management. And this reduction in stress can also help to optimize blood sugar control as well, because stress really does tend to drive up your blood sugars. Routine check-ins with your healthcare providers is critical for monitoring complications and adjusting your treatment plans. And don't underestimate technology. There's lots of continuous glucose monitors, medication reminder apps, or even talking blood glucose meters that can make your care more manageable. Above all, management should be individualized to what works best for that person's health, lifestyle, and abilities. Nutrition and lifestyle are cornerstones of diabetes care. Seniors don't need complicated meal plans, just simple, balanced meals that are easy to prepare. Things like frozen vegetables, pre-portioned meals, or meal delivery programs can help make healthy eating more accessible. Protein is particularly important for balanced meals to help combat muscle loss that occurs as we age. I would definitely encourage you to work with your registered dietitian to understand your specific protein needs and review if you are including adequate protein in your diet. One simple way to build a balanced meal without needing to count every calorie or gram is the plate method. This is especially popular for managing blood sugars because but it's also helpful for general healthy eating as well. So what the plate method is filling up half of your plate with non-starchy vegetables. These vegetables are low in calories, high in fiber, and they really help to keep you feeling full. Some examples of non-starchy vegetables are broccoli, spinach, peppers, cauliflower, salad greens, zucchini, carrots, and green beans. So again, you want to aim to fill up half your plate with those non-starchy vegetables. On the other half of your plate, a fourth of it would be your protein source. Like I was mentioning earlier, protein supports muscles and helps to keep blood sugars more stabilized. Protein examples, chicken, turkey, fish, eggs, tofu, beans, lentils, lean beef, pork tenderloin, yogurt, cottage cheese, regular cheeses, milk. These all have protein in them. And then the other fourth of your plate you want to fill with carbohydrate source. So this is where your starches or grains would go. Examples of starches are brown rice, quinoa, whole wheat bread, pasta, potatoes, corn, beans, and fruit. So the key idea is to balance your plate this way so that you naturally get the right mix of fiber, protein, and carbs to help manage hunger and blood sugars. The diabetes population is also at risk for frailty, which is characterized by a decline in physical performance, which leaves you vulnerable to negative health outcomes. You can combat this not only by prioritizing protein intake, but also by adding in physical activity. Physical activity doesn't need to mean gym workouts. It can be a daily walk, chair yoga, light stretching. All of these can help improve your circulation, lower your blood sugar, and help support balance. If you are cleared to do so, you should also think about adding weight bearing or resistance type training exercises as well. So I would definitely ask your doctor what physical activity is appropriate for you. And again, the goal of exercising for older adults with diabetes is mainly functional, not necessarily focus as much towards weight loss. Hydration is another important key, especially for many seniors because they don't feel thirst as strongly. And dehydration can quickly cause blood sugar spikes. So again, important to make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day. And finally, avoid skipping meals. Consistency helps to keep blood sugars stabilized and helps also to prevent dangerous low blood sugars from happening. Supporting seniors isn't just about managing numbers, it's about protecting independence and dignity. Even small roles like logging glucose numbers or choosing meals allow seniors to feel in control of their health. Tools designed for vision, dexterity, or memory challenges, such as large print labels, insulin pens, or talking meters, can reduce the frustration and empower independence for seniors. Caregiver support is also critical. No one should feel like they're carrying the load alone. So, family members, community programs, and respite services can all help. At the end of the day, the goal is balance, keeping seniors safe while allowing them the freedom to live their lives as fully as possible. No one should navigate diabetes alone. Healthcare providers are the foundation. That includes primary care doctors, diabetes educators, dietitians, pharmacists. They all bring really valuable guidance. Community and senior programs offer resources like meal delivery, fitness groups, and wellness checks. Peer and caregiver support groups can reduce isolation and provide encouragement. Technologies from continuous glucose monitors to automated pill packs can ease daily routines. And of course, the CoreVantage program and EHCS, which is Edwards Healthcare Services, are here not only to provide supplies, but also education and ongoing support to help seniors and their caregivers feel confident every step of the way. CoreVantage goes beyond nutrition coaching and diabetes supplies, offering a well-rounded program designed to support your lifestyle, mindset, and overall well-being. With CoreVantage, you can expect personalized support from compassionate dietitians who understand the emotional side effects of diabetes, not just what's on your plate. You'll receive encouragement and accountability to help you stay on track when motivation's fading. Refill reminders and care coordination, so that's one less thing that's weighing on your mind. They can provide resources tailored to your real life, including stress management, burnout prevention, and self-care strategies. And you have a dedicated team in your corner, helping you feel seen, supported, and never alone in your journey. It's not about being perfect. It's about, again, feeling empowered to take care of yourself one day at a time. So as we wrap up, let's highlight a few key points. First, aging changes the way diabetes should be managed. Care needs to be safe, realistic, and individualized. Second, quality of life matters just as much as blood sugar numbers. Seniors can thrive when we balance independence with support. And third, caregivers, healthcare providers, and community resources all play an essential role. So thank you for joining us today. I hope you will walk away with practical tools and encouragement for supporting seniors with diabetes. I'd like to now open the floor for any questions. You should be able to use the chat box or maybe a question box if you want to send me a question. So I'll just pause for a moment to give you time to ask any questions. Okay, and I actually see a question here, a couple of questions. Should seniors aim for the same blood sugar goals as younger adults? Um, Again, not always. For many older adults, your targets may change for blood sugars and A1C. So again, we want to definitely try to prevent those low blood sugars from happening. So your doctor can really assess your full picture and determine what goals are best for you. So definitely write that down as a question to ask your doctor at your next visit. What should your A1C goal, what should your blood sugar goals be? Another question here. How can caregivers help without taking away independence? Again, you want to encourage small, age-appropriate tasks such as tracking meals or checking blood glucose, while you can step in for more complex or risky parts of care, whether that be, filling out those pill reminders or, doing the injections or helping with the injections of insulin, can be extremely helpful as well. Okay, another question, some easy meal options for seniors who live alone. Like I mentioned, frozen vegetables, pre-cooked proteins, meal delivery kits, community programs like Meals on Wheels all help to make healthier eating easier. Because again, when it comes to the diet piece, we don't want to overcomplicate it. We want to simplify it. Okay, and the last question I see here is exercise safe for older adults with diabetes? Absolutely. The degree, I'm so sorry for it, I keep coughing. The degree to which you exercise should be discussed with your doctor and tailored to your ability. So gentle, low impact activity like walking, stretching, chair exercises, chair yoga. There's tons of free resources out there for exercise ideas. But like I was mentioning earlier, those resistance training or weight bearing activity are also very beneficial. So again, definitely discuss that with your doctor to see what you should kind of incorporate into your daily routine. So those were all great questions. I don't see any more questions right now. And yeah, that was all I had to present today. Here's a list of the resources or references. And yeah, I thank you for joining. I really enjoyed presenting for you, and I hope we will see you again at a future presentation.